Let's mute him. Oh, that timing was just perfect. Okay.
Okay.
A 0-second nose blow. So, hey everyone, welcome to day one of this special edition of Analysts After Work. I'm Vince. You haven't seen me today because I haven't been part of the conference. You'll see me tomorrow. But we wanted to bring all the speakers from today together to just have a little chat and just talk about stuff that, I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about work, but imagine this is gathering at the bar after the session.
Yes.
So there will be some work talk, but there'll be a little bit not totally workshop. Oh, and we've got one more.
Sourdough bread. It's
all right, so
better.
welcome everyone.
A little early here, but you know,
it's a little early for me. I have nothing. I'll probably zoom away and snag something tasty. We'll see what happens.
All right. So if you haven't seen this show before, Jen, I know you've been on. Amy, you've been on. So for Greg and for John, welcome. Glad you guys both could make it.
Yeah.
This is hanging out at the pub after work. So the first question always at the pub, Greg, not the club, the pub.
Oh,
yeah, all good.
Very serious stuff.
Okay, so what are you guys drinking today? Greg, why don't we start with you?
I am drinking one of Amy's favorite wines, Apothic Red, the dark version.
Oh, the Apothic Dark. That's a very, very good
The Apothic Dark,
Ooh.
yes. It's like grape juice, so it goes down a bit too fast.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So
and
I
you've
do
got
have
the bottle
water.
close by?
No, I've got a refill in a minute.
Okay. John, how about you? What are you drinking today?
A special drink in honor of Canada. So a little bit of story to it.
Okay.
Many years ago, when I was developing the brain training program, I liked to drink Manhattans, and then I switched to a Rob Roy, which is a Manhattan with Scotch. And so we were sitting, my friend and I were sitting at an officers club on the Marine base at 29 Palms, California, and I decided to have my Rob Roy with Irish whiskey, Jameson's. And so tasted great, and my friend said, "You should give that a name." I said, "What should I call it?" He said, "You should call it Kennedy, because Rob Roy is Scottish, Kennedy is Irish." So Marine bases all knew how to make a Kennedy, and they didn't know it was after me. So when I came up to my first conference, one of Amy's conferences up in Toronto, of course, in Canada, you have to drink Canadian whiskey, because Canadian whiskey is awesome. And so I thought about it a little bit, and I asked for the same drink, but with Canadian. And so I decided to call it Gretzky. So I am having a Gretzky in honor of Canada. I will have one with you when we're in person.
Ooh.
What a beautiful story. And thank you for honoring our great nation.
That's right. Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada. Amy?
Well, I have nothing nearly. I have a screwdriver.
Okay.
that would consist of a no-name orange juice and and whatever was on sale in the vodka. My last trip
supplies are hard to come by in downtown Toronto, I'm sure.
Yeah. So yeah. Well,
the shopping is difficult. Is that?
Yeah, it's like Mad Max times. And Jen Batten, what would
I don't have a beverage. I was running around the kitchen like a lunatic getting other stuff, and I was like, I am starving. But I will. So I'll spoiler here and mention that that Vince and Amy and I were on a game night the other night, and I had root beer with whipped cream flavored vodka that night.
Ooh.
And let me just say, it was a little heavy-handed with the vodka. So it was. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I do still have all of that stuff in the kitchen. I have been very much enjoying the mango margaritas lately, though.
Ooh.
Right.
The premix, very nice.
Right.
Oh, see, someone says if you were truly honoring Canada, John, you would have had
what's a Caesar?
John, you know what?
I'm going to tell you what a Caesar is, and you're gonna get a look on your face like
gross.
Well, we're the ones from Greg, Vince, myself. We all know Caesar is. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
your version of a Bloody Mary,
Okay.
except instead of tomato juice, we use clamato juice.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we have those here. Yeah, with clamato juice. Okay.
You
Yeah.
do?
And they're good for breakfast.
Yeah,
They're good for breakfast.
Everything you need in one glass, right?
Well, everyone
It's a meal.
suggested when they say, well, what's clamato juice? Like our friends down in the US and stuff, because
Yeah.
there's only certain states you can get them.
Yeah,
Right.
it's hard to find. It's not-
Clam juice.
Yeah, and this is
Clamato.
the objection I have to clamato is like I don't want to drink clam juice. That's
It doesn't taste clammy at all.
it tastes
No, it
clammy.
doesn't.
It doesn't.
Does
And then you
it?
load a whole bunch of other stuff in there, like horseradish and hot sauce and
Right.
a little celery, salt rim, and spicy pickled bean.
Well, I'll have to try a Caesar.
Maybe I should trade in
This
the
is-
old screwdriver.
I think this is one of those polarizing things like pineapple on pizza. Like you either like clamato
Right,
or you don't.
don't.
Like
Yeah.
there's no
That's right.
it's one or the other.
Mhm.
Hey,
I-
Andrew. Andrew's on the line, and there's the other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Vince, I have to know, where do you land on the whole pineapple on pizza?
No, okay. So my thoughts on this are
I
well
know he gets
documented.
spiced about it, people. So
No,
I'm trying to.
my-
I'm lobbing him softballs here.
My thoughts on this are well documented. Let me just say it again. Pineapple is delicious.
Yeah.
It is my favorite fruit. On pizza, it is an
Yeah.
abomination.
Okay.
Agree.
It is
Agree.
it is a crime against nature. It belongs nowhere near pizza. So pineapple on pizza can go to hell. How about that? Let me make it really clear.
Yummy.
I found that one.
But it's polarizing, right? Like that's my
Right,
opinion.
right.
Here we go. Now
So
we've got
I
now we've
like-
got Gina. Gina's coming to bat for pineapple. Like cool. I respect. You're wrong, but you know you're entitled to being wrong, and that's fine.
So
I really like Brett's recommendation of the Meiomi red wine. That sounds good.
This one here, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I found a really good one that's very price approachable called Smoky Bay. Now, I don't know, you can get different wines in the it's from California, so you can probably get it in the States. It's about $8. And it's a nice one of those sort of punch in the face reds, a Cab Sav. That's a good one. I don't
Smoky Bay.
like to tell people in case they live near my local liquor store and go and clean
Take
them
it
out.
all.
I'm just having fun with these comments. Elaine, I'm letting people live. It's cool, but I have to go with it. Like, yeah, yes. Yeah,
Jimmy.
$8 wine. Hey, all right, tremendous. I bought some $8 sangria today
Ooh.
because I bought the wrong thing.
I was
So
gonna say you haven't.
no, I bought the.
Ooh.
I've got nothing.
Yeah.
I've got nothing with me today.
I'm not the only one unprepared for
You're
it.
not. It's actually because I wasn't expecting to actually be on today. I'm going to be on tomorrow because I'm speaking tomorrow, but today was just supposed to be the speakers from today. But you know, whatever. I'm gonna.
And I would give a thumbs up to Gina. She's thinking about Bullet, so Bullet bourbon. So I would
Gina-
go with
Oh,
her.
that's Brett's doing something, but I think these comments are coming in fast.
Yes.
Yes, Gina. So Gina's still bringing that thunder.
Yeah.
Go, Gina. Take a
Gina.
minute. Like it's cool. Go grab a drink.
Okay.
and make sure that it's I've never heard of Bullet, but good for you. I'm good with that.
Oh, it's good
So-
stuff.
So how did today go guys? I wasn't on today, so I didn't get to catch up with any of you. How did it go?
Oh, and awesome. You know, it's so funny because, I love being in person. I love being with you guys, and I love being in a room. And so it's kind of funny because normally, in a room, Amy, right, I might have 50 to 100 people, whatever, and I make an offer, for a free kind of brain training session. We had 675 people on today. That is awesome. I mean, that is so cool to be able to have so many people. So I'm still processing all those requests. We'll work it all out. But you guys did such an amazing job of making this work. I mean, I had no idea what to expect. You guys are great. Really, really fun.
It was really, really fun. And I just said at the end of today's conference, I really have to congratulate and give a big shout out to our team at the office, our marketing team, Tamara, Shannon, Samantha. You've worked with all of them. Our operations team, Mike. they pulled it together. We did this on a pretty short amount of time. This event was supposed to be in December. And when we realized we weren't going to be able to run Orlando, Washington, Toronto, anything in person, we thought, let's pull this together. The fact that we were able to put the technology together so quickly and that it ran so flawlessly was absolutely amazing. The fact that all of the speakers like yourselves stepped up and said, hey, what can we do to help? And, gave of your time so freely was also awesome. So today went really, really, really well. I'm really, really pleased. Yeah. We had one glitch when I was introducing John and I got popped off, and I think Tamara had to step in. And that was my fault.
Yeah,
that was my fault.
But she had the backup. She stepped right in, and it went on. So it was great. Great.
Yeah. But I don't know. What did you think, Greg? Greg kicked things off for us this morning and brought so much energy and fun.
Well, thank you. It was really, and I have so many virtual sessions over the last few months, and connecting with people all over the world. And what was so fun for me today was, we had people this morning, as I'm sure you did, John, from Nigeria, from Bahrain, from the UK, from all over North America, Central America. And it's such a fun way for all of us to connect and create, what I call a community of understanding, where we, all get to come together in the context of what's going on globally and still have some good learning and still, share and still, think about not only our work lives, but our personal lives and how we can, create that new story that we want to create for ourselves. So I love that. And I'm like you, John, I really love to be in person with people. So I wish I could see you all there. And, but yeah, it was really, I thought it was really well organized, really well organized.
Very well done.
So you guys have done all the heavy work, and now tomorrow's going to be easy for me.
You're going to be out,
So I'm pulling, I guess triple duty tomorrow, because I've got a session in the morning, a session in the afternoon that I'm doing with Jamie Champagne, and then we're doing this. We're doing this again tomorrow night. So
good.
It's going to be a busy day.
I'm just saying for all the attendees that are in here and watching us, please go to Vince's sessions tomorrow and heckle him.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Right? So I sent everybody, Amy knows this. Paul and I did a session today. Paul Crosby and I did a session today. And then Hans Ekman, who's a good friend of ours, was following us. And so we said, please, everyone, go ahead, log in, but please heckle. I'm so mean.
Oh, no, I think one of the funniest things you ever did was when we were at the Boston event last year, both you and Jen Bedell were speaking at the same time. And the both of you said to your class after it was done, without knowing the other was doing it, was like, thanks. If you enjoyed the session, my name is Jen Batten. And if you hated it, I'm Jen Bedell.
You've got a lot of, when you are a woman of a certain age, you might have 17 friends that are named Jen or Jennifer.
Yeah,
we did, and of course, then we're both Gen Bs on top of it. So I did. Yes, if you were happy, my name is Jen Batten. If you were not, my name is Jen Bedell. Remember that for the sessions. Yeah,
for the evaluations. Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah.
So when you're on with Jamie tomorrow, Vince, ask her what she thinks about pineapple pizza, because she's from Hawaii. So
I actually can't have pineapple here anymore because I was out there. Jamie invited me out to go do the PMI PD day last September, and I had Hawaiian pineapple, John.
Yep.
There is nothing there. Like, it melts in your mouth. I came back and I had some of this like grocery store pineapple.
Right.
No, not for me. Not for me. So like, it's so good. I'm not going to ask her that because one, we need to get through the session. And I can't have her answer, at least not before, because if she says, "Well, of course you'd put pineapple on pizza," it'd be like this. Our relationship is over. We're done. You and I are done.
Where's Ken?
Well, a little Cliff Clavin inspired fact for you: pineapple pizza, Hawaiian pizza, was actually invented in Chatham, Ontario.
Really?
I thought it was Edmonton.
No.
Wow.
I know it was a Canadian guy.
That's why they put pineapple on it.
because it's from Chatham.
Yeah, I know. No offense to anybody from Chatham, but it sounds like it's something that you do something in the winter when you're bored. It's like, what should I do with my mushroom pizza? Oh, I'll put some ham and I'll put some pineapple on it. And I live in a small community too, so I know we get a little bored out here in the winter when it's gray and dark.
You start doing crazy things. Yeah. Now I'm okay with pineapple. Like if you get the whole Hawaiian pizza concept that has the ham or Canadian bacon.
The barbecue, yeah.
My favorite is actually ham and bacon and pineapple. That on a pizza, I'm good with.
Good.
My daughter's friend had me do this thing. They're like, well, just pick up the pizza, and they said just order a pineapple pizza, and I was like, a Hawaiian pizza, and they said no, a pineapple pizza. The only topping
Ew.
was pineapple. I do not recommend that.
To support my thing, there is a Wikipedia page. I was trying to show it, but about being Greek Canadian Sam Pananopoulos claimed he created the first Hawaiian pizza at the Satellite Restaurant in Chatham, Ontario, in 1962.
All right.
We'll have to go there next time we're in Toronto. Have to go there.
Nah, you don't want to go there. Oh, here he's back. Greg's back.
I don't know what happened. I was trying to comment on somebody, and I can't seem to make comments for some reason. So
because you got to go through me, Greg.
Oh.
Yeah,
I want to say hi. I want to say hi to all the people I know on there. Hi, everybody I know on there.
You know that we are live streaming to YouTube. They can hear you.
I know, but I like to comment on everybody's comments.
I got.
I'm one of those people.
We like to interact. We like to,
I like to interact and say hi and get the red wine things going and say hi to Ken and Alan and not pizza.
Okay, I'll try to keep on the comments, and I'll bring them up whenever there's stuff to talk about. But
I can't comment on them, right?
No, it's no, just me.
No, we can make comments in the private chat, and if Vince deems us worthy, he might.
Maybe. So let's get back to this heckling thing, Jen, because I thought we were friends. Was it that bad? Like, do you think there was?
Oh no, I'm all for heckling though. That's all I have to say. I would, you guys, if you come to an in-person conference, and please do. I think the dynamic is a little different, because virtual, we're by ourselves. We've got other things going on. I know I had a lot of during the session that Paul and I had. There were a lot of questions that we could have modified or deflected or said. It's not deflected. There were questions asked at the beginning that we were going to cover a little bit later. And it's harder to say, hey, hold on a second. Let's, we'll talk about that in a little bit if you can hold on it or whatever. The dynamic changes a little bit. And having a direct conversation and things like that, it changes so much. So I, of course, recommend, please come to these conferences, come to these actual in-person events. And for those of you who might be overseas, I actually have been to several conferences. I got rescheduled. I was supposed to be in Brussels earlier this year and Amsterdam. And so I get to go hopefully in the fall. I'm hoping. I really want to go. Otherwise, next year I will be there. So if you're in those areas, there's also a conference in London. Excuse me. And it's a lot of fun to go to these because you get to interact with each other a little bit more as well.
Yeah.
So I would, and in person, I would totally tell you to heckle Vince at any possible time. I'm sure he'd say the same thing as well.
Well, first of all, no. So no, I wouldn't. I might tell them to heckle like Bob, but I thought there was love here, Jen. And
there's totally love here. And
you've cut me deep. I will say this about that London conference. That's the BA Europe conference, right?
Yep.
To me, and I had John Fraser from North Highland in DC.
Oh.
Yeah, he was awesome.
I love that guy.
He was on with Coop a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And we were chatting about this because he's going to be at the BA Europe conference, or he was supposed to be, and we'll see what ends up happening.
Yeah, because it's for September.
Yeah, the coolest thing about that conference was, standing in the middle of the networking room, and there's all these tables, and you just like that table's speaking Greek, that table speaking Italian, Spanish, French, English with an accent. The one little Canada house with like me and Jared. Like, so it was like, it's so cool to just like, you realize, this field that we're in is global, and we only have a small piece of it because of where we are, and it's just this much bigger thing. So like, it's just really cool. That to me was worth it.
Yeah,
Plus,
it was
being in
It
London.
was a lot of fun.
So yeah, it's so much fun. But where's the cool? Let's have that. Let's continue this. Greg, where's the coolest place you've ever had the opportunity to go for, in this world?
For work or for not work?
Not for work. For work.
Okay, for work.
Yeah.
So probably, I would say I really enjoyed being in Edinburgh when I was there in December, and I love Brussels. I love Europe, so there in Brussels, and Prague is one of my favorite places. But
Prague.
Yeah, one of my funnest, weirdest things I ever did was about 20 years ago. I was asked by a friend to go to Puerto Rico, where I'd never been before. And I was asked to co-present results from a hotel. What do they call those secret spies that go and check?
Secret shopper? Yeah.
Secret shoppers, yeah. And so I went around to all these tiny little towns around Puerto Rico where tourists just don't go generally, and presented back in a sort of workshop-y format these results from a secret shopper. And it was the weirdest, coolest thing. One of the weirdest, coolest things I've done, other than every project summit and BA world and so on that I've gone to, because we always have a hell of a lot of fun at those.
And you guys have to.
And those are weird too. They're weird and fun.
Well, and I mean, I'll kind of speak for all of us. For those of you listening in, there are a lot of us that go to the BA World and Project World conferences, to Amy's conferences.
Yeah.
And so there are times, like for the longest time, my fabulous business partner, Bob Prentice, who you guys will see tomorrow. Bob's awesome. We're now business partners, great friends. We saw each other more often at a conference than we did face-to-face at home, and we used to live 10 minutes apart. Now he's 40 whole minutes away, but it's ridiculous. It'd be like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. And it's just like, we talk on the phone all the time, or we text all the time, but we'd actually see each other. So this is kind of like, it is totally getting the band back together, or, it's like summer camp. It's summer camp.
It is. It's camp.
Or we're groupies, or we're just plain, we're like BAPM groupies.
We are.
Or boopies. We're boopies.
We can go down a very dark path there.
No.
John, same question. Where's the coolest place you've been paid to go speak at?
Well, probably. So those of you who know my program, I was developed at the request of the U.S. Marines, right? I was a consultant in Chicago, developed for the Marine Corps. And I don't always mention this in my talks, but the only base, because then people won't feel sorry for me. I'm embedded with the Marines, right? The only base they could find for me to work out of was in Hawaii. So I lived right on Lanikai, right near the beach, drove to the base every day. So when I was working with the Marines, I did all their training. So that was really tough. But the rest of the time was living in Hawaii. So that was an awesome experience. My daughter and I, we beach comb every morning, and it was just a great place to be. And then one of those trips, so all that time I'm training Marines, right? I'm speaking and training Marines, was to Okinawa, which was a lot of fun. So I had to train a unit in Okinawa, and that was very cool as well. So probably Hawaii was the best place. By the way, Vince, I was going to tell you, if you love pineapple and you get back there, make sure you go to the Dole Plantation. So the Dole Plantation, the pineapple, they have the world's largest maze that you have to walk through and everything. And they have about probably 100 different types of pineapple growing there.
Yeah. So it won't be a maze when I'm done with it, though.
Oh no, it's really big. You can't ruin it. And I'm
I'll find a way.
That's
Oh,
actually where
well-
I honeymooned, and I have a
Oh, nice.
amusing Dole plantation story.
Oh, great.
This should
When-
probably not be done while live streaming to YouTube.
Okay.
It involves slavery
When-
and yeah, in the middle of the night, pineapples being stolen from a pineapple field.
Okay.
Seriously, yeah.
All right. Well, I hope to get back out there.
Camp.
I spent more time doing brewery tours than I was there for
That's
4
fun.
days. I think I went to 3 breweries, just because the events that the chapter was hosting were just happened to be at craft breweries. So and we've got my buddy Johnny DiGiovanni joining us from Hawaii. So Johnny, I met him in Hawaii, and then he was at Project World BA World in Vancouver. And it was one of the first times I was doing my keynote.
Yeah.
And I get into this thing about culture and how, culture is not, Hawaiian shirts. And he stands up and from the as far away from me as you can get, he yells out, "What's wrong with Hawaiian shirts?" And I'm like, you know what? I took a break. Jen, I think you were there.
I was not.
You weren't there. It must have been driving Amy crazy because I'm like, you know what? Respect. I walked off the stage, big high five, and I walked back and did the rest of my thing. But Johnny is awesome. Jen, where's the coolest place you've been for work?
I've had a couple of fun ones that I've enjoyed, but honestly, not specifically only for this. I'm totally distracted by the Dole Whip comments. There's a recipe. It works really great.
I have to
Dole Whip, you can do it.
What is Dole Whip? And then so finish, and then what
Okay,
is
we'll
Dole Whip?
do Dole Whip. Let's do the Dole Whip thing. So there is a Disney published its Dole Whip recipe, and it's actually really, really simple. It is if you get Dole Whip, so there's a cart, and I think it's at Epcot. I'm not sure. I've never actually had one at Disney World, but it is a pineapple ice cream, and people get so excited about Dole Whip. And there are some people who go that's the first thing they do is they beeline for Dole Whip more than anything else, right? And so it is a largest scoop of vanilla ice cream, 2 cups of frozen pineapple, and I can't remember how many ounces of pineapple juice, and it's crazy delicious.
Okay.
There we go. So Dole Whip, it's totally tasty. So I will warn you of that.
Sounds good. Sounds really good. It would be good in a drink.
It's really good. It's thicker than just a drink. It's more of a scoopable, at least the way I made it. So they do have them everywhere. I haven't been to a Disney property in so long, I didn't know. I was looking forward to that in Orlando, so maybe someday we will make it there and I will get Dole Whip again. So the coolest place I've ever gone for work is actually in doing my innovation and creativity workshops. I went to Rio de Janeiro.
Hey,
and
that's cool.
It was amazing. And it was, I was with a group, and so I ran workshops for kids for several days. And my husband and I both went. And so it's not exactly about, I have kind of 2 sides of the analysis work that I do, the analysis stuff. But you guys, I'm known as the out of the box BA. And so the innovation and the creativity and the solving kinds of events, and that's what I got to do there. So I got to learn. I got to work with. I got to go to a real Brazilian barbecue, which was very fascinating because I was at the American school for most of the time that I was there, and a little third or fourth grader, one of the adults, kind of shooed him over to me, ushered him over and said, "She's never been here before, so you're going to have to help her." So my original tour of the Brazilian barbecue experience was this little kid, and he was the funniest guy I've ever met in my life. He was just an absolute riot. And I'm not a very adventurous eater, but he's like, "Oh, and these are delicious, and this is delicious, and this is delicious," and that's the only reason I've ever eaten a chicken heart in my entire life. Not gonna do it again, but
that took a turn.
When a third grader tells you, "Oh my gosh, you got to try the chicken hearts," you do it.
And you thought they were like popcorn chicken.
Total turn. Yeah.
Oh, geez,
It's not like going to the Brazilian barbecues up here.
that
Totally.
turned quick, man.
It did.
My mother-in-law loves gizzard, so that part of the throat on turkeys, and so it's just.
I hate that. I hate gizzard. Sorry, that could.
I've never had it, and I never will.
No, I won't eat that.
Chicken liver sautéed with shallots and white wine and butter. It's really, really good. Sorry, it's delicious.
Look at how I was making faces. I love it.
And so good for you.
Everyone is entitled to their opinion, and yeah.
I should see why Paul isn't coming over here though. Yeah.
Oh,
No, Chris. No, Chris.
No.
Tiny little thing, and you can tell it's an ornament. That's all you need to know. I mean,
I have
Okay,
to have
so-
dinner.
I have to tell the tale.
But Brett has a question. Did it taste like chicken?
question? Yeah.
No.
Good question,
Not
Brett.
what you're thinking. No.
Okay.
He's like, oh my god, I did not even know this. Mary Beth, I don't even want to talk about that.
Amy is immediately regretting allowing me to do this. And we've got another one tomorrow. So.
And I have to have dinner later after all this.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
good.
got my little snack of sourdough bread. That's
Yeah,
actually my lunch.
Ooh, that's
Did you
good.
finish your sourdough and butter yet?
Nope, it's still right here.
Okay. Amy, where's the coolest place you've gotten to go for work?
Australia.
Oh,
That's cool.
When are you going to take us all there with you?
Yeah, we did
that's a mic drop right there.
Project World and BA World over there. So I did it, I think, for 3 years straight. And the last year, it was back to back to back, like 3 weeks, 4-day conferences. Perth, flew from Toronto to Vancouver to Sydney to Perth. And then from Perth, we did Melbourne. From Melbourne, we went to Sydney.
Wow.
And yeah, it was unbelievable. 3 years I got to go there.
How long ago was that, Amy?
I think the first year I did it I started with Diversified McGregor in 2007, so I probably 2011, and
Right.
then years following that.
So we knew you. So we knew you then, though, right?
It's-
And
but
you didn't
it's
ask
time.
us to go.
I didn't.
Right
I
then,
I
No,
think
I
it's
didn't.
time to go back.
So I can't even
we
get
did
mad.
not exactly.
Go back.
I wasn't there. I wasn't part of the crew until about 2016.
Well, I'm not speaking anymore for her. I'm done. I didn't get to go to Australia. I'm done. I think we should all revolt.
Mm.
No, but I didn't know you personally yet then, Greg.
Oh, okay. No, you knew me because I'd spoken at Project World in Toronto, and
Like, this is going to be a fight.
I know. That's why I'm getting ready.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to go back again. And I apologize if I have to jump up. I mentioned earlier we're having a heat wave right now in Toronto. I live in an old condo that doesn't have central air. So I actually have someone who's in my place right now installing like my window units. And I saw him and it was like the angel. My girl was like, oh! I was like, yay.
Nice.
So then, can we get the fight between you and Greg out of the way so that if you do have to go, we're good,
Yeah.
or can we
We'll
just?
never have a fight. We will never have a fight.
no. Do you want to make an announcement about our neighborly ambitions? You can say.
Greg moved in next door to me.
Oh,
Not in the same building. Not in the same building. A different building.
But like literally,
But you have air conditioning.
I
Well,
went
it's
to my
important
balcony and went, yoo-hoo.
But I'm not there. So we live most of the time in a little community called Port Dover, which is an hour and a half south of Toronto on Lake Erie. And so, we have a little condo in Toronto that is just down the street from Amy. So it's really exciting. And so we're neighbors now, which is nice, but I'm not there now. I'm in my office down at the lake. Fight. Yeah. We've never had a fight, Amy. We've known each other for a long time.
Yep.
I mean, you're not friends officially until you fight. Like,
well, I guess we're not. We've been drinking buddies and
Okay.
conference buddies, and and talking phone buddies and texting buddies for a long time.
But not real friends. So
But not real
I'm
friends.
trying to bring the two of you closer together.
Oh my God.
By tearing you apart.
So,
This isn't good.
No, it's not. I don't think we have nothing to fight about. We agree on everything most of the time.
Okay, I guess.
But we are gonna talk
She
about.
didn't invite you to Australia, but okay, moving on.
Well, I am, and we are going to talk about you after this, Vince. Just so you know.
No. I'm the host. I am absolved of all negativity.
Oh, everybody wants a fight. Amy, what can we do? We can't. We have nothing to fight about.
No.
No.
You and I aren't fighters.
There's no fight. There's no fight.
How can anybody fight with Amy?
There's no fight. There is no fight with Amy.
I'm very good natured.
We're all Amy's groupies.
Yeah, there is no fight. There is no fight. We're just joshing.
We love Amy.
Just joshing. Sorry, Jason. No fight, brother. Sorry.
Hey, we're dancing. We're dancing.
Jason, that's Jason from our sponsorship manager.
Is that Jason there? Hey, Jason, I didn't know that was you.
Yeah, look at it's just he
I didn't know that was Jason.
He uses a fake name but a real picture.
I know, Jason. So now I'm on to you.
Trouble.
When I see you show up on things, I'll know you're freedom seeker for YouTube. not the nice Jason from McGregor.
Oh my God! All right, so
good job, Vince?
Hey, this is episode 10. This is not episode 1. Jen had the misfortune of being on episode 1, and it was like, so what do you want to talk about?
Nice day we're having.
I have my moments of being feisty, but we didn't get all that feisty that day.
No, I was on with Bob Prentice, but most people just hear him sing.
Yeah, and what I still have been using this because, of course, you know what's gonna happen if Bob's on. So I had a banner prepared for him, ready to roll. So that
I love it. I was hoping Bobby was going to be on today.
Oh, he's on tomorrow.
He will be on. So yeah, it was the speakers from each day, and this is why again, like I'm not supposed to be here, but
we need a host.
But you need a host. So
you're like our Anderson Cooper.
Yeah.
Just
with the hair.
Like
the hair, right? I want to know how Amy and Jen had their hair looking so nice. Vince and I, we haven't had a haircut in 3 months.
Honestly.
I have given up
enough of the hair. Enough of the hair.
Right.
I will have a fight over this.
And seriously, it's
Jen, I like your hair.
That's nice.
It's serious. Yeah, my office is the warmest room in the house. I'm not sure why, and so it gets just to be blazing hot in here. And so I have so many of these things. My camera is actually on a tripod. I've got a microphone with a little tripod, and I clip these to my tripod legs. So I have 3 of these clips in the room right now.
That's what I need.
Upstairs all the time.
Me too.
Pen.
I use a pen.
I use a pen.
Oh,
where do you put a pen?
What? I can do my hair with a pen.
I didn't know that.
I get it to work. So this is just me, happy and with my hair up.
I'm gonna need one of those soon, Jen. I'm getting like.
You do.
Well, at the game night, it was
Wolverine.
I was Wolverine. Like, and then I did the thing. I did Wolverine. So
right, you guys. I mean, John, you've got kind of the suave debonair thing going on. Very, very much.
Yeah.
I mean,
with
shaggy thing, right? The debonair, I don't care kind of look.
Well, you've got the waves going. Now, Vince, on the other hand, waves, fabulousness. I completely love it. His best picture, though, was a few days ago when his daughters wanted to give him a ponytail.
Nice. There you go.
So I'm making the announcement here. I'm going for it. Vince is going for a man bun. Like it's time. It's man bun time. Because I don't do anything half-assed. So I'm either gonna like shave it off, or I'm going to the other extreme. And so my wife and my kids were like, "We think we can put your hair in a little piggy tail," and I'm like,
"Oh my god,
no, you can't."
They did it,
and they did it. And so I had a little like Pebbles style up here.
There you go.
And, there we go. So
Amy's multitasked. She's got a pen in her hair.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are so good, Amy.
Okay, the
Yeah,
requests keep coming in. Gina wants to know what you would do, what you could do with your hair. Do your
Well,
hair
since
with.
I have none, not
Uh-huh.
much, Gina. We're not friends anymore since you brought up hair. Thank you, John. Everybody should shave off their head in support of me. Thank you.
And one of the guys in his group actually did that. He got so tired of it, he just cut his hair off. He said he couldn't grow out by the time we could get out again anyway. So, so it's not, it's kind of tempting in a way, right?
Well, the only thing
thought-
is you can't change your look, right? You're sort of stuck, except at Halloween. I have this really cool wig that I put on, and it's the only day that I'm allowed hair.
I thought about it.
I love that wig so much.
I know. I call it my Jacqueline Smith wig, and I just wear it because it's Halloween, and I wear it backwards, and it looks great. And I pretend to blow dry it like I did in high school. And my mom blamed, my putting sun in my hair and all that stuff for it falling out. So it's revenge on my mother.
So I can attest to the fact that sun in does not make your hair fall in, because I did go through the summer of sun in. And
good for you.
It's still here, but it turned my hair copper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm orange for me.
Yeah.
Look at Amy's too.
It wasn't a good look.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Copper top?
I think my.
Yeah. No, it was not. It was not. I actually at the beginning of this, I'm like, I'm gonna shave my hair off. My hair off.
I could do my hair with a pen, Gina. Watch this. There. Oh. I just failed modeling class. Oh, there, Gina. I get a star. My hair is done.
Season. I can feel it.
Oh, we have air. All right.
Thank Jesus.
I did.
She's sobbing, you guys. She's so happy about the air conditioning.
Greg, I did think about shaving it off at the beginning of this. Because I know what this becomes after a while, and I did a little test where I shaved off, like, my signature thing is the soul patch,
right?
And I got rid of it to see what the reaction would be, and my kids were like, "Where did your little beard go?" And so it's my little beard. And so I grew it back, and then I'm like, hey, if I and like when I said, like, these are the only people in the world that can get me to order pineapple on pizza, and I've done it, and I was pissed off.
Bring that up,
but I did it. No, I'm just saying, like,
his girls. Come on.
That's how much I would do for them, and so I said, like, hey, can I? Do you think it would be a good idea if I shaved my head? And they were near tears. No, please, no. So I can't. I'd love to shave it off. I can't.
I
cool with that.
understand that. I don't have children, but I have my nephews, and my nephew Jack, who is now 9, asked me if I would eat crickets with him. They were sold in a package. I think my sister-in-law bought them somewhere, and I was just. But for that child, I ate crickets. No one else.
Right.
No one else I would eat crickets for. Not even you, Greg. But for Jack, so I get it with the kids.
Well, you can go to a pet food store and get live crickets. I mean, you could actually eat some for me.
It was enough.
And I'd be happy to. I think we should do that on one of your shows, Vince, is make Amy eat crickets.
You know what? Yeah. As long as I don't have to do it, I'm good. So
that'll be fun. And we all take shots when she eats one.
She'll need some shots.
We do that. We do that in the pub. We do that in the pub.
And we are trying to recreate that pub experience, right?
You are. Amy, eat a cricket.
Amy, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to eat a cricket. Or I could just mute you and. No,
and you never see Greg again. Amy comes next door and
well, because now she knows where you live. Like,
I know
you're really in danger.
Oh, I know.
Question.
It just wasn't as close.
Oh, wait.
You get clicked.
Yeah. So sorry. So Brett would like to know, just like the chicken hearts, did the crickets taste like chicken?
They tasted like the most disgusting, vile, crunchy.
Very dry.
You ever put in your mouth. It was awful.
Oh, it sounds horrible.
It wasn't good. And they were flavored too. That's the thing. Someone actually packaged
Barbecue?
it. Like,
Barbecue
that's
No,
that's the cayenne cricket.
There's some
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah,
There's
my
some effort in there.
my brother-in-law and sister-in-law live in the Houston area, and my sister-in-law is the head of the all live animal stuff at the Houston Natural History Museum. So she takes care for animals and these other so they have like fish, and she does a lot of the education programs. We went to visit, so we of course had to go to the museum, and they had this huge display, this huge education exhibit on bugs and etc. And at the end, it was how many bugs do you actually eat and where bugs, like there are bugs in so many things that we eat, not just because of accidental, but like some on purpose. And then at the very, very end was a vending machine where you could buy, chocolate covered crickets. And no, I did not eat them. My husband did. We just,
Mary Beth just mentioned the 17-year cicadas. The last time they were out, people were sauteing. You could get them at restaurants. They were frying them up, butter and garlic, great source of protein, a little crunchy. And I think you guys might know better than me, but I think I read somewhere that like in Brazil, when you go to the movies, instead of popcorn, they fry ants. And you just pop the fried ants.
Okay.
I'm with Gina on all of this. Like,
I did not experience that when I was in Rio.
I'm good. I'm good.
I think every culture has different food tastes. And I think, Vince, since you're the host, you should concoct a stew that's made up of all the foods we've talked about today. And you should take the first bite.
Pineapple, a Gretzky, a cricket, the Kennedy.
We're going to do Kahoot to give to Bob for tomorrow with food-related shenanigans.
Crickets,
hearts, some tripe. It doesn't sound good, Brett. I agree. No. I'm just like, he brought it up.
No.
Crickets, and then the 17-year cicadas that Mary Beth talked about.
Listen, you
can create a really yummy stew.
You're giving me a lot of work here, Craig. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting
this. With a pineapple drizzle. Pineapple drizzle.
There you go. Yeah, I'll let you know when it's ready. How about that?
Any other bugs? Lobster, shrimp, and crawfish. Oh, I don't like crawfish either.
That's true. Those are technically bugs, but
I do like. Anyway, Amy loves the lobster.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
But lobster, yes, and I guess it is. People have called it the cockroach of the sea. I do not disagree.
Look at that! So funny.
This is gross.
Right. Amy, look at me.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! That's so gross.
Cricket leg is the new spinach. Is that?
Yeah. It is great. That's so funny.
Well, I'm expecting the next time I go to Toronto. This first time I was up there, of course, everybody said I had to try poutine, right? So, awesome, right? But they put so much different crap on there. Are we expecting to see some cicada poutine?
No.
They're doing crazy things. Poutine should just be out. Maybe I'm a purist, but you got your cheese curds, you got your gravy.
I love it.
Done.
So last time I came back, I was trying to explain to my daughter what it was like. We went to this restaurant and they had cheese curds on the menu, and they actually made it up for us. Took some fries, cheese curds, gravy. It was delicious. And actually, last time we were there, they actually put it on the menu.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The thing you have to remember, though, and I learned this from Vince, who is on this side from my camera here, but like as I'm looking. So Vince, the whole poutine thing, I was like, okay, I need to have real poutine. But we were somewhere. It wasn't the poutine restaurant we went to. It was the I think it was. Is it John Astor's?
Jack
Astor's. Yeah. We went there and there was something else that. So Vince works very close to there. And there was something else that we got, and Vince ordered a side of gravy. And then I had some of whatever gravy, and he's like, Canadians do not mess with the gravy. I mean, like, we know our gravy. Seriously, don't mess with Canadian and their gravy.
But you said, I want to have poutine.
Yeah, it was. I was going for the gravy comment, but we have to have poutine, right? You
but I'm saying, like,
fabulous.
You can't get that in Toronto. Like you have to go to like Quebec for proper
Yeah.
poutine.
Yeah.
And then you have to pronounce it poutine.
Mm,
So
No.
poutine. So, but I took you to Smokes.
Don't try that in Chicago.
And they do have
Hey!
they do have like they'll do the cheese and the cheese curd and the gravy in the front, but then you can get like, pork in there and like that's I'm a bit of a purist too, but like simple things.
Yeah.
Simple things are okay.
Right.
You know who makes the best gravy? KFC.
Better than like Swiss chalet sauce.
I love Swiss chalet.
Swiss chalet sauce.
Gravy, ugly little sister.
You know that right now we are alienating everybody who's never been to Canada, right?
We're sorry. And I have my own KFC kind of like it's not my thing, so.
Yeah, the skin.
Hi, ham.
There's something unnatural there.
No, my weird food thing is I don't eat chicken on a bone, so I don't like.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
you know about my chicken thing, so.
Yeah.
Eating it off the bone?
I hate it. I won't do it. Like if we go to it like a summer picnic kind of a thing and people have, look, all the fried chicken. And I'm like, nope, won't eat it.
Hey, hi.
I'm like a small child, give me chicken nuggets and I'm happy then, but.
Look who's here.
Yeah.
Hans, you jumped right in at this point.
He's like, oh my God.
What are you guys talking about? Everybody's getting hungry, I guess.
Yeah, that was 52 minutes on support with the service trying to get the audio working and never did. So pardon me for the horrible background. It was the best I could do.
I was going to ask you what that was.
That's a nice follow-up to your seminar today, Hans, about how to make your background look very presentable, right?
What is that? Is that your shoe collection?
Laundry room.
No, those are plastic shelves and a table where I'm sorting and reorganizing everything in my office, and I'm horribly behind. But ChromaCam isn't working through Firefox, so.
Well, I mean, come on.
You need to get somebody in there, and.
Yeah, that somebody's me.
Okay.
Did enjoy your seminar today, though. It's very good.
Thank you.
Preparing. There you go. Is that your ChromaCam? What is that? Your background screen?
Are we allowed to virtual background?
See if this works. Yeah, it's slow. We'll get it going.
Yeah, we can see your green. Brett asking me if I eat ribs. No, not usually.
Good.
Oh, let me go back to the.
You're missing out there.
Ribs.
Yeah.
I love ribs too.
Every once in a while, I will take ribs and like scrape off, but I am not a pick up and gnaw at it. I won't do it.
John.
Like, what about corn on the cob? I mean, that's not really.
Corn on the cob, I'm fine with. And so what's very fascinating is my husband gave me a hard time once. He's like, so no to chicken on the bone, no to ribs. No, I don't eat clams or like mussels and stuff like that in their little shells and that's what that is. I won't eat those, but I love crab. I've never eaten lobster.
I like crab.
I know how to eat lobster, so I've had like a lobster roll and stuff like that, but I've never like had a lobster sit down in front of me and eaten it, which I'm sure Amy's probably going, hey, wait a minute. Kathy, that's awesome. So my husband asked me, what about like the crab legs? And he says, why are you okay with crab legs? And I said, do you ever want to eat crab again? And my husband loves crab legs. And he's like, oh yeah, I love crab legs. And I said, well, if you ever want them again, you need to stop talking now. Don't remind me that it's what it lived in or anything like that.
Right.
So I'm okay with crab, but that's about it. I work through everything else. Kathy, I appreciate Hans's background is awesome. I like just keep shifting mine.
I was at a lobster boil and they put like these big lobsters I love lobster, but it came down with like its eyes and its tentacles and its big claws. And I just was like, I don't know what to do with this. And I basically just took it and put it on someone else's plate and had some salad. And Amy and I've gone out for lobster, and she'll order this big lobster, and Amy's like a beast.
She is. I've seen her do it.
She takes that, she crushes it like this. She rips the head off.
Oh, she does.
Yeah. digs it out, and I'm like, oh, it's so gross, it's so bad. Poor
Next time
lobster.
we're
And
together,
that's
Greg, I'm
before it
sitting
was
next to you and we'll make fun of Amy and her husband.
And boom, there you go. I don't
Say
even
that again, Amy?
crackers.
So she goes feral when it comes to lobster. Is that?
Oh,
It's not just that. I'm just practiced in it. And so we went out. I remember when we were in Boston, we went to seafood. What's that place called?
Legal seafood.
And both Jimmy Godart and Nordica that I work with ordered lobster, and neither of them had really had it before like that because it was whole, and they just stared at it, and I was like, right over here. Ding.
Yeah, I'm intimidated by it. I'm sure I would like it, but I think I need to be eased into the whole lobster situation.
I will do it for Jen. I will do this thing for you.
Thank you.
So I think what I'm hearing is Amy's taking us all out for lobster. The next
I'm pretty
time
sure Amy's going to make us pay for our own lobster, but she will teach us how to eat it appropriately.
Thanks, Brett. I agree. Practiced, exactly.
Yeah.
A beast.
Hans, how did today go, buddy? How did it go today?
It was awesome.
I thought it went really well. It went certainly better than me joining this.
Okay. Okay.
But that was on me, not on you. I have technology has just decided to crush my soul over the last couple weeks, and this was just one more chapter.
Icing on the cake.
We're okay now.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, on that note, this is the end of the show.
Thanks for joining, Hans.
We are coming up on time. I'm loving these backgrounds, Hans. I'm gonna come to you last, but in the like 4 minutes that we have left, we'll go round the horn. Jen, we'll start with you. What was your big takeaway from today, and or what are you most looking forward to tomorrow?
Well, there are a couple of really fabulous sessions tomorrow. I am very excited. I don't know if I'm going to get to join into it or not, but my fabulously wonderful business partner, Bob Prentice, will be speaking tomorrow. And yes, there will be singing. And of course, big, because it's Bob. Big surprise, Bob sings. So I'm excited. This is I believe it's a new presentation, and I've heard only bits and pieces of it, and I think everybody's going to really love it. So it's a lot of fun.
So not the session before him.
I'm sure the session before him would be a great time to get. I'm kidding. Oh my God, I'm so horrible.
And see ya. So.
That's so good. That's so good.
And Jen, this is for you. Ready? You ready? There you go.
Yeah, no, honestly, you guys, I love popping in to see. I, of course, always recommend the folks that I know, but go to sessions, even if they're not ones that you think that you feel like, oh, it's I've heard of that before. I've been doing that for years. I already know everything there is to know. No, you don't. There will be some new take or something like that. So, I mean, I rarely go to Vince's sessions. I haven't seen one of Hans' sessions in years.
Oh, no.
But we've had this conversation, and Hans, he's like, do you want me to come to your session? I was like, good God, no. Yeah, because we know each other too well now, I think there's some of that happens with some of us. So, but for you guys, honestly, we have a great time with each other, and we have a lot of fun. And I think we all do this because we love to do it. And so therefore, interact with us, talk with us, ask us questions. That's the kind of stuff that we want in these sessions, because it gives us energy. It feeds us. It helps us to make the session more interesting for everyone.
And this shows that we're just normal people. Like we're not in an ivory tower. We're drinking, $3 wine and stuff. So we're just normal people.
No, we're not.
That wasn't for you, Greg. That wasn't for you. Respect.
Amy's not either. Amy's not either.
You have to look back in the history where Jen Forrest was on, and we talked about her Aldi boxed wine that was like $2.30 or something. Anyways,
you have to add that to your stew.
John, how about you?
Yeah, today was awesome. First, I love the dark helmet picture behind you.
Yeah.
Phenomenal movie. Today again was awesome. Anytime anyone will come hear me babble, I like, but to have so many people on at the same time and get such a positive response from people was really awesome, and everything went fine. One of the things I miss about live is interacting, obviously, with the people that we meet there, but also interacting with you guys, right? So it's always cool to hang out, get to know you guys. And so, Vince, thanks for putting this on. It's a chance for us to talk.
Thank you.
Is great. And then tomorrow, I'm just looking forward to, I have a couple of sessions I've got to do, but the rest of the time I'm going to be listening tomorrow. I always love the speakers we have, always learn something, and it's good to see that. And I'll probably be on here again tomorrow as well. So I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. Greg.
Well, I love connecting with everybody. I like seeing Gina and Brad and John, not so much Jason, Mel, Alan. It was so great to connect with people, and I love interacting with people. And like John recently just said, I miss being in person, but it's really fun for us to be able to do this from the comfort of our homes, and for everyone who's on now, for us to all connect. And it just makes me really excited to see you all in person again. So thank you.
Okay. Hans?
What is that?
What is that?
Zombies.
Zombies
eating
okay.
me.
Yeah.
So my whole thing today was, basically, how do you adapt when everything gets turned upside down and you're doing something completely different? And the key is you roll with it. You prioritize and you decide, how do I protect my mental and physical health and find a structure and thing works. So I really wanted to join this and did everything I could and just could not get, I could talk, I could do it, but just couldn't get any audio. And so finally it connected. So I get to enjoy 6 minutes and I'm disappointed, but that's life. So you just roll with it, and maybe Vince will invite me back again after I've now failed him twice. So third time might be the charm. But it was great. Like they said, you're going to pick a nugget out of everything. And where else are you going to get access to this content and these speakers for the price that this costs? Even in Canadian dollars, it's still a value.
Thanks for that, on.
And see you later.
Oh, he got put in the backstage.
Well, Hans, because you are who you are, let me know if you're good tomorrow. I'll flip you the link for tomorrow too.
Sure, love to.
And,
I have got it fixed.
Cool. And last word goes to the incomparable Amy Riddell. Amy. Yes.
Hi, Amy.
I'd like to thank my fans, members of the Academy.
From today, the one thing that I can say is that when I run these events, and I've been doing it for 13 years, I honestly really don't get the opportunity when we're on site to sit in any of the sessions because there's always something going on. There's always something going on behind the scenes. So today gave me the opportunity to sit through everybody's. And I've seen snippets and chunks, and I've sat through some of the keynotes and things, but it was just, I took away something from everyone's, and more than one thing, more than one nugget. There was a lot. It was chock-a-block full of information the whole day. Tomorrow, I can't say what I'm looking forward to most. I'm looking forward to having Coop on the program again. Coop hasn't been at the events for a couple of years, so it's going to be great to see him. You and Jamie, your collaboration together, that's going to be awesome. Your session on your own. Sabby's Jen Bedell, who's sort of comer on the speaking circuit, who's awesome.
Just remember, Jen Bedell is Jen Bedell.
Yeah.
So if you like her or don't like her, she's Jen Bedell.
But just watching her trajectory, which is absolutely amazing. And then, of course, like my heart, Bob Prentice, who's going to be closing things down at the end of the day. That's going to be, like I just said, it's going to be very powerful.
Well, I subverted because this is closing things down at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Toad's telling Bob on you.
Yeah, how do you do it again? What is it? The dip?
You know what? It's a dab. So just
dab.
Pretend that you're sneezing into your shoulder, into your elbow, and then just throw the other hand back.
That's it.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Can you, for a joke, show the video of you doing a promotional thing for the video?
I don't have that, but you're welcome to play it tomorrow.
Oh, can we play it tomorrow?
Sure.
Okay. Everyone, stay tuned tomorrow because Vince did a fabulous series of promotional videos for
I remember.
produced by by Daniel, and they're awesome.
And with that cliffhanger, this has been Analysts After Work. Thank you, everyone who joined in live. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. Check it out and enjoy the day tomorrow. You guys don't have to go. I'm just going to end the broadcast. But thanks, everyone. Thanks, John, Greg, Hans, Jen, Amy.
Thank you.
You guys rock.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.